Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra might seem like a match made in celebrity heaven, but is it? Here's what one expert thinks about their relationship. Nick Jonas was just 26 years old when he tied the knot with Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah, I feel like it was some sort of, I do believe that people are meant to be with each other for whatever that duration in your life is supposed to be.
We reached out to Susan Trombetti, matchmaker and CEO of Exclusive Matchmaking, to discuss their relationship. Trombetti advises against committing to marriage at that age. She tells us, "I am sure Nick felt quite a bit older and more mature having been in the business for so long, but as a matchmaker, I believe no one should marry until they are out of their 20s and know themselves well." Speaking to Today, Chopra herself explained that she'd felt ready for marriage when she met her now husband. She said, "I was like, he's 25 years old, he's a rock star, I want to get married, I want to settle down, I want to have a baby. I was 35 at the time." This age gap might be a red flag in itself. There are certainly ways to navigate a significant age gap in a relationship, but it isn't always easy. And Chopra and Jonas have likely experienced this firsthand. Susan Trombetti explains, "She is 10 years older than him, and that's a bit of an age gap, especially considering he was so young when they got together. It's worked for other couples, but it makes me nervous when you take into account that they went from single to married in a short span of time on top of that."
It was such a Prince Charming moment. It was like time stopped. And also he was like so hot.
After mutual friends encouraged Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas to meet in 2016, the two stars finally ended up going out, about a week before the 2017 Met Gala. And those who remember that year's Met Gala will recall that Chopra and Jonas actually went together. However, the two didn't end up dating yet, and they remained friends for another year. Chopra and Jonas had begun their romance by the summer of 2018, and from there it really seemed as if they were rushing things. In July 2018, the two got engaged, and they obtained their marriage license in November that same year. Trombetti tells Glam, "As a matchmaker, I always say give it at least a year, but they didn't." Trombetti does admit that the couple may have become close enough to tie the knot, adding that people often feel close after that amount of time. That said, she still believes committing so soon can be a huge mistake. She says, "No one should take the plunge so quickly. I don't even feel people should go exclusive in the first 3 months." A common red flag that plenty of celebrity couples have to deal with is their busy individual schedules. And with Priyanka Chopra being a Hollywood and Bollywood star, and Nick Jonas being part of one of the biggest pop bands of his generation, their schedules don't often line up. Susan Trombetti says, "Their separate schedules make it difficult and pull them apart. This impacts many Hollywood relationships and always will. It is easier now with technology, but still she is a Bollywood star, and that makes for more distance than usual for Hollywood couples." Of course, this doesn't have to be detrimental to a relationship, just as long as both of them take each other's schedules into account when they're taking on new projects. Chopra herself told People magazine in 2021, "We've had individual careers and we're both very clear about never interfering in each other's professional lives because we're always partners and assets." She added that making an effort for each other was crucial, saying, "This year was hard for me being in London. He would just drop everything, come in for even like a day, just to have dinner with me and fly back. Stuff like that, you just have to prioritize each other and then everything feels right." Still, having to balance your career with your partners can result in plenty of problems, such as resentment. Imagine if you had to pick between a project you're passionate about and spending time with your partner, who's tied to a certain place because of their own career commitments. Doesn't sound ideal, does it?